The moment you opened this video, something unusual had already begun. Not around you, but for you. Because somewhere, at this very moment, a notification is waiting. A notification that most people would ignore. A notification that looks ordinary. But behind that small message, is something that could completely change the direction of your life. And I need you to listen carefully. Because what you are about to hear is not random, it is not coincidence. And it is not something that happens every day. A stranger has sent you money. Not a small amount. Not a friendly gesture. A big amount. And the strange part? They sent it specifically to you. Yes, you. Out of billions of people in this world, your name appeared in front of them. Your account. Your identity. Your existence. And the moment they saw it, they made a decision. A decision that shocked even the system processing that transfer. But before you jump to conclusions, before you think this is just another story, listen carefully to the next few minutes. Because the truth behind this message is far deeper than you imagine. Most people never realize when life quietly opens a door for them. They scroll past it. They ignore it. They doubt it. And sometimes, they lose it forever. But you, for some reason, are still here. Still listening. And that tells me something. It tells me that somewhere inside you, there is a small voice that refuses to ignore this moment. Because moments like this do not appear twice. Let me explain something that very few people understand. Every single day, thousands of financial transfers move across the world. Millions of numbers. Millions of accounts. Millions of names. But every once in a while, something unusual happens. A transfer appears with a purpose that cannot be explained easily. A sender who remains unknown. A recipient who never expected it. And when experts look at those rare moments, they find something strange. The person who received it was always standing at a turning point in life. Right before something big. Right before a breakthrough. Right before a moment that would change everything. And strangely enough, you might be standing at that exact point right now. Think about the last few months of your life. The confusion. The waiting. The moments where you felt like something should happen, but nothing did. The nights where your mind refused to stay quiet. The times you wondered if anyone even noticed your struggle. If anyone even saw you. Well, someone did. But not in the way you think. Because the stranger who sent that money did not just pick a random name. They saw something most people overlooked. Potential. Hidden strength. A story that has not finished yet. And that is why this message matters. Because if you ignore it, the system that holds that transfer does something very specific. After a short time, the money disappears from the pending state. Not stolen. Not cancelled. Simply redirected. Gone. As if the opportunity never existed. And the strange thing? Most people never even realize what they lost. But you are not most people. You are here. You are listening. And that means you are already closer to the truth than thousands of others who will never hear this message. Now let me tell you something that will sound unbelievable at first. The stranger who sent this may never contact you. You may never know their face. You may never hear their voice. But their decision was not careless. In fact, it was extremely deliberate. Because sometimes, people who have reached the highest levels of success start seeing life differently. Money stops being just money. It becomes a tool. A test. A way to see who is ready to move forward. And every once in a while, they choose someone unexpected. Someone who has no idea they are being watched. Someone who has no idea their story has reached another pair of eyes. Someone exactly like you. But here is the part that makes this moment even more powerful. The amount sent is not just symbolic. It is large enough to matter. Large enough to open a door. Large enough to prove that this was not a mistake. Because mistakes do not travel through secure systems. Mistakes do not attach themselves to the exact identity of one person among billions. Mistakes do not wait patiently for a response. But this one is waiting. Quietly. And the timer attached to it does not last forever. Which is why this moment matters. Right now, while you are watching this, the opportunity still exists. Still open. Still attached to your name. But moments like this have a strange rule. They respond to awareness. Not hesitation. And the people who benefit from them are always the ones who notice the signal before it disappears. That is why I need you to stay with me. Do not skip. Do not rush ahead. Because in the next part of this story, something even more surprising will be revealed. The real reason the stranger chose you. The detail hidden inside the transfer message. And the quiet pattern that connects your life to this moment, in a way that most people would never believe. And once you hear it, you will understand why this video appeared in front of you today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Because somewhere, someone has already pressed send. And what happens next depends entirely on whether you recognize the moment before it quietly disappears.